Welcome everyone to the stream, or the video if you're watching this post live. We're going and playing Cold War Zombies Outbreak today. I am just going to take a moment just to make sure my audio and stuff is properly set up, because I've had some problems with that in the past. But today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different than what I normally do. I'm going to be doing like a stream, but I'm also going to be trying to commentate as to like exactly how you want to be playing the game as well, to make sure that you're making it as long as possible, you're unlocking as many rewards as you can, and all that. Alright, so we're going to load in now. Alright, so I am going in a private match, so if any of you folks on stream who've played with me before want to join in, feel free to. But I am going to go through and kind of just explain, like, what's going to be the optimal strategies that you want to kind of go with, starting with some of the earlier rounds, and then kind of transitioning into some of the later rounds. If you have any questions, about like what you should be doing, you can feel free to just ask me, watch and chat, as we speak. And if you're watching this as a video going forward, I respond to all the comments too. So yeah. So if you have any questions, just chat me up. Alright. So, getting in on round one. Alright, I am just checking every once in a while just to make sure that everything's going good on the stream, because, as I said before, we've had some minor setbacks with some stuff. But, alright, so the first thing you kind of want to do is you want to make sure that, like, you're using the Howler. The Howler is objectively the best gun in the game. Non Wonder Weapon gun in the game. So you want to be using that if you're going late rounds. If you're not planning on getting past round 5, it's not as big a deal. But if you're planning on doing anything beyond that, it's gonna be absolutely required. So we can see right now that just by checking the mini map in the top right, we've got a mini boss fight. So that's good. That should give us some free loot, probably a perk as well. It doesn't look like we have too many other things. It looks like we have the main objective. That's about it. I think that's the only real thing. I do see an easy to get crate here, so I am going to get that. It's going to get me some loot, which is nice. So from what I've kind of gathered, you really just on the earlier rounds, you want to do all the side objectives to kind of maximize like the amount of loot you can get. Because early on it's going to be easy to do some of those things, and it's easier to set up early game than it is going to be late game. You don't want to be doing stuff like hitting the mystery box, because on the early rounds, this was a really nice drop. On the early rounds, the mystery box RNG is really, really bad. So you're going to be getting a lot of, rare to uncommon, like, loot. And none of that is what you want. You don't want any of that shit. It's bad. I'm not going to pick up this Howler. My reasoning for that is I'm using this current Howler, and I don't want to mix the two of them up. I am going to be upgrading the current Howler I'm holding, which is the Howler I brought in. I selected the best attachments for it. If you want a video for that, I know there's some good videos on YouTube to maximize, your damage using the Howler. So you do want to level it up a bit if you can. Obviously, if you're new to the game and you haven't really had the chance to do that, it's not a big deal. But I am gonna, if you're going to go for far runs, it's gonna be best to upgrade your weapon as you go on, using the combination of Pack-a-Punch and the what you call it, the armor, or the weapon upgrade station. So check my. All right, I don't think this is louder than this. I'm just trying to make sure my audio matches pretty well. Alright, this doesn't even look that bad. Um, alright. The audio's all good. I checked it. Alright, so really what you kind of want to be doing is you want to be doing all of the side objectives that you can. Oh, fuck, I went way too far this way. Alright, you don't necessarily need to go into all these buildings and look through every single one. You can, if you're gonna do it on early rounds. Late rounds, it really doesn't make sense to do that. But you're really just going and looking for like very obvious boxes. Like if you can hear a box, go for it. But most of the time, you're not gonna find one. And typically I don't want to call it risk reward because I wouldn't quantify any of this as like a big risk to begin with. But the time investment for the reward that you're gonna get out of it is just not there. Like, I'm gonna kill all these zombies just to get a few points. It's really not that necessary. I mean, like, I really want to be focusing on the objectives. I mean, like, I don't see anything really around here. I don't see any. I'll just take a quick peek, just to see. And no, it's just zombies. And so I'm gonna just drive. So I'm gonna go to the side objective, which I'm upset that you can't ping on the map. That's my bad driving. I'm upset you can't really ping stuff. Oh, I do see a. I will stop and get this because I can see it, and it looks like it to be at least a medium-sized crate. So it is worth my time to just quickly go over. Alright, I got a stoner. That's not bad. And I got a stun grenade. Not awful. But it was a very easy, quick win. Just, you know, quick, short detour from the spot. Alright, I do believe... Alright, I'm at the edge here. Okay, I gotta go a little bit more this way. I do believe this shouldn't be too bad to fight. Well, I don't know if I've been in this corner. Huh, okay. And this shouldn't be, like, early on, like, some of these bosses, they're not that difficult to fight. If anything, they're just a little tedious. Oh my gosh, how did I end up so turned around? I need to go that way. Also, the vehicles, they're very nice for getting around. You just want to be very concerned about your vehicle health. Once it starts getting critical, you want to exit that vehicle as soon as possible. Staying in that vehicle is not going to be a good idea because it will, when it blows up, it will down you. You will die, and that's the last thing you want to see happen. Alright, so let's see. Where's this dude? Here he is. So this is going to send in the bad boys, some mini bosses. They come from a thing in the sky, so you're going to want to go there. You know, when you drive over there, you do not want to drive straight in with a vehicle. It's a very bad idea. You don't want to be caught in the middle of all that. I can see from here that there's quite a few. Alright, it doesn't seem like there's too many. It looks like it's mostly hellhounds, bloodhounds, and there's just one big megaton. Alright, see Jeff on this map. Eliminate. Okay. Yeah, he went down really, really easy, which is good. Megatons actually drop really good rewards. I've heard it said in some videos that, you know, if you do find a megaton just lying around the map, sometimes it's worth your while to go over and just kill it, just because it does generally give really good rewards for the amount of time and you put into, you know, getting past it. Alright, so that wasn't that bad. I did get a perk. It would have been nice to have a few perks in hand before then, but it's not too bad. It's Elemental Pop, which I do have at Tier 5. I do have most of my stuff at Tier 5. Not everything. I do not have Jug nor Tombstone at Tier 5, and I think I'm also missing Deadshot at Tier 5. All of which are either Tier 4 or Tombstone, which is Tier 3, which Tombstone objectively is the worst perk in the game right now. It's in massive need of a buff. In my opinion, I just don't feel like it doesn't. I just don't feel like it brings the value that the other perks do currently. Right. So this one, this is the high value target one. So we're gonna see a big mega boy, a boss spawn in, and we're gonna have to find a way to kill it. So let's see. Where is it? Alright, it moved over there. So we're gonna quickly go run over and shoot it, because we don't like it. Oh shit. Alright, don't do what I just did. Dying is not good at this, not good in any scenario. But in the high value target, when it does spawn in, it will always spawn in other you know, other zombies or things to come in and protect it. They do not despawn. They changed it so that they don't despawn when, you know, the boss is killed. So you do need to be very aware of them. It may be helpful to clear them out before that you get to the big boss. Right, let's see, where did my vehicle go? I'm gonna drive over there just because I don't want to deal with it. Ooh, actually, I want to quickly go over here. I'm not really in a huge rush to go through. I should be fine. But it does look like there is a, based on the map, it looks like there's one of these like little like ball dark ether entities in here somewhere that I should be able to take advantage of and get a bunch of points. Oh my gosh. Where would it be though? I'll come back to that later, just because I want to get this guy out of the way. That was really easy. Oh, it's up there. I don't know how to get up there. Can I just... Alright. See it? Ooh, wow. Okay. Where'd it go? Alright. Let's follow it. Technically want to follow that other, the thing I shot before too, because you can continue shooting it and get a bunch of points. I just unfortunately wasn't looking because I'm in the middle of doing this as well. Okay. Why are we getting electro zombies? That's so weird. I didn't think that that existed, unless it's just like a bug. They shouldn't be looking so electrified. Okay. Fucking hell, man. That was not good.
Nice execution, Strike Team. Grab the residual Ethereum. You've earned it.
Alright, that's a cool. Let's see. What's my other gun? A stoner. Okay. That's fine. Alright. So, I am doing really good on killing zombies with this gun. I'm going to go around the map because I saw a few easy to get items. I want to just pick them up along the way.
One less hostile.
Okay, I did hear a boss spawn. I don't know where. Ah, I see on the mini-map is like over here. Fuck. Where is it? Oh. Holy shit. Did not expect to one-shot that guy.
Keep on coming.
That's what I'm saying. The power of the Hower, as they say. Hower is very, very good.
To the morgue with you.
So I thought I did see the thing go that way. But I also noticed, okay, there's some Ethereum here. I'll grab that later. Alright, that's fortunate. What the hell? I should not be doing this much damage. That has to be a bug. Alright, I do want to get this 500 points here because this is nice. Alright, he just died.
Carcass eliminated.
Huh, this is really weird. I mean, this is only round 1, and I can't believe I'm doing this much damage. You do want to be aware of those hellhounds because they will, with the napalm effect, it is quite deadly if you're not prepared. I really don't see this anomaly at all. I don't know where it is. I think I'm just going to abandon it and go. Just get some salvage from this. Alright, now let's go to the thing. Alright, I like driving the vehicles. I think it's one of the very fun things in this mode, so any opportunity I get to drive a vehicle, I drive a vehicle. I think I saw... maybe I didn't. Just seeing things. Okay. Alright, I think, so early on, it's kind of like, you can choose multiple things to do. So I honestly, since I have level 1 armor already, I'm going to try and get that level 2 armor just to give myself a little bit more protection. I also really want to have Jug going into the next level. And I'm also going to buy at least 1 or 2 more perks. I'm kind of split. I think I'm going to probably just get 2 more perks just to make sure that, you know, I'm doing well. I probably should have gotten Stamina up over Speed Cola, but personal preference, I just instinctively grabbed that. In the next zone, I'm going to focus on Pack-a-Punching. I'm hoping to get at least 1 or 2 more perks in the next zone, just from challenges and stuff. So the next thing I need to focus on is leveling up my gun. So that's going to be my next primary focus, is getting that up. And then, you know, ideally I'd like to be getting a Ray K, but I'm not going to focus on getting that until closer to round 7 through 10. Just because early on, the odds of getting the Ray K out of the mystery box is just so low, and there's really no point to get any other weapon in the game besides the Howler that you bring in. So really, you don't want to waste any of your points in the mystery box, because there's so many more things that are more valuable that you should be spending your points on, like perks and Pack-a-Punch and anything else. I can't stress it enough, don't hit the box early on. It's very bad idea. So but basically I'm going to be doing the side objectives until they're not helpful anymore. So it looks like I've got 1 side objective over there, and that's it, unfortunately. That should give me a large gold loot crate, which is actually not horrible. However, it would be nice to... Ooh, that's a really lucky drop. It's just a free 500 points. It's not the greatest reward, but, you know, I'll take it. It's something. Most definitely. I can sometimes get perks out of it, but... Oh, this is killing things super easy. Alright. We're gonna take this out. Where do I gotta go? I'm going the wrong way. Basically, I want to be going directly this way. should be seeing it on the way soon. Alright, let's clear these boys out. This isn't a difficult objective. So what I recently learned that the way this thing works is so you want to get the kills inside the circle to feed the dragon, all that. But the main thing that I kind of didn't realize is the reward. So basically, you can get anywhere from a a small chest to a large gold chest. And that reward is solely determined by how long you stay inside this circle during that time and how many kills you get to feed the dragon. The more kills and time you spend outside of the circle, the worse your reward's going to be. So you want to try and stay inside the circle as much as possible. However, if you have to leave the circle, it's not the end of the world. It's more important that you survive and you're alive than you get some reward when you're dead, because you're not going to get a reward when you're dead because you're dead. So, at the end of the day, survival is number one. So, oh, I just got an achievement for launching 15 dragons. Space dragon. Ooh. 3 point. This should give me a... Okay. Come on. Give. Yum, yum, yum. So, at the end of the day, this should give me a large one, which hopefully has a perk or something. I'll take the XM4 just because it's a higher rarity of the stoner.
I'm good to go.
Not that big a deal. There's nothing else to do on this map, so I'm gonna go to yeah, I'm just gonna go straight to the main objective, which appears to be a holdout. I am tempted to go and I can't upgrade my weapon. I don't have enough. I don't have enough salvage to upgrade it, the rarity of it either. I could potentially just get a few more kills. Sometimes it looks like in these buildings I can go and get some higher level rewards, which it looks like I will be able to. So I think I'm going to go try and steal a couple of these, maybe upgrade before I get into that holdout. That way, I'm a little bit more prepared and there's a higher chance I actually, survive the holdout. Typically there's going to be... Okay, sorry, my cats are like freaking the fuck out. So that's some nice free points. There's a trial here. I could do a trial. I don't think it's necessary quite yet. Okay. Trials do give you a good chance to get the wonder weapon, but again, it's all RNG based. I don't know if the trials in this are round based, but in the past games I've had difficulty getting the ray gun or the ray K out of it. I've actually never seen the ray gun pulled out of a trial, so I'm not sure if that's even possible. I do know you can get the ray K out of a trial, but other than that, I'm not entirely sure. It looks like Pack-a-Punch is actually in the opposite direction, so I'm going to quickly go over there and Pack-a-Punch just because I can. It's going to make me just feel a little bit more safe. Let's see, did I go to the right building? No, I did not. I got to take it to the left. This is why I really wish you could place markers, just so that way I can actually drive to the correct location I'm trying to go to instead of just driving in circles and accidentally going to the wrong location, because I think I'm going the wrong, I think I'm going in the right direction, but I'm actually going way off. And that's when you need to exit the vehicle because you're about to die. Tempest will just fuck you up. Straight up fuck you up. And that's Napalm Zombies being an ass, as usual. No longer have that vehicle. I think there's another vehicle that typically spawns here, so I'm good. Okay, let's get that guy. He's aggroed. Turn over. Okay, I mistimed that dog. Okay. Looks like there's a high value target over here. Or, I keep calling them high value targets. It's just mini bosses. They don't have value, so. Oh, okay, well that was pretty nice. Let's see if see if I got anything. The thing is these chests are really nice, and later rounds they give you a chance to drop. Like I've seen them drop Reikes and wonder weapons and stuff. So it is really like beneficial to go and look at some of those things. Plus they give you pretty high drop rates for you know, salvage and stuff, which is, you know, again, super helpful. Because you basically need salvage. You want to upgrade your gun completely, so having that salvage is extremely, extremely nice. It looks like there's another vehicle over there. Shut up, you armored zombie. Do not care about you. So we're going to take this vehicle out and go to the objective. Okay. Woo. Yeah, if you're trying to get some of your perks or upgrades or like anything to tier 4 or tier 4 or 5, you're really going to be wanting to play your Outbreak for quite a while. You're going to be wanting to play to at least like 4. I think 4 is the first area where you start to earn the flawless and refined crystals. I think you start earning refined there. I don't know if you start earning flawless. I'm pretty sure you don't start earning flawless till 5 or 6, but I could be wrong. Let's see. Yep, okay. I don't really care about that. Not really too fussed about my other gun. I really haven't had a need to use it at all. So, okay, I really don't need to do this. I'm going to drive this here. This will disable my vehicle, which is fine because I'm going to be teleported out anyway. By the time I get back, it'll be fixed, so. Okay, okay. These, the Hellhounds really are extremely, extremely aggressive, so you do want to watch out for them because they will bum rush you and they will murder your ass. Alright, now the holdouts are probably the most challenging objective to do. Just because you're going to be in a confined space for a prolonged period of time, so you really need to play things out very smart. Ring of Fire probably isn't the best one to have for this, as I currently, which is unfortunately the one I have right now, but you can make it work. I do find, ooh, monkey, I do find having Ring of Fire can be helpful. It's definitely not as helpful in the Outbreak mode, because there's a lot, there aren't as many situations where you kind of need to just stand your ground. Obviously, this being a holdout, you kind of do have to stand your ground, but you really do need to be aggressive on the windows, ideally, early on, just to kind of make sure that, you know, you're not having too many break-ins. I would also recommend rebuilding barricades as much as possible, too. In Outbreak, you get a lot less points on a day-to-day, time-to-time. You get a lot less points per zombie kill. So, in comparison, the value of getting points from rebuilding barricades is much higher than it is in, you know, traditional round-based zombies. So, going through and doing them is actually, you know, not that bad of an idea. Just in terms of points, but also here it gives you a little bit of time between zombies. It gives you time to react. Also, if you are here by yourself, depending on your skill level, you might be able to train in the area and horde them up. This map doesn't seem like it would be the worst in the world to do that with, but you do want to be very smart about it because it is not going to be easy. It's going to be very challenging. If you have decoy grenades or stuns, those work very well for getting you out of tight situations. Monkey bombs too can help give you a distraction, but you kind of want to, because of their deploy time, you kind of want to be very prepared and know when you're going to be heading into a situation where you're going to be cornered and try to throw them in advance. You do want to target the bigger boss zombies because they will fuck everything up. straight up, they will destroy you. If you're not on top of them, you want to get them eliminated as fast as possible, as soon as possible. The Megaton is really the worst enemy to have spawn in on you. The Mimics and the Manglers are much easier to deal with in terms of their health pool, because the Megaton is just so chunky in its damage, and it has literally so much. It'll like split into two mini bosses after it's defeated. You really do want to be very cognizant of what's going on with it, and pay very close attention to it. You want to get it down as soon as you can, just because it will ruin your life. Alright, I'm going to switch to this.
Carcass eliminated.
Just because I want to get him down as fast as possible. I am using this just to, not because I have to, I kind of just want to like, I would consider doing this a little bit riskier. By no means necessary. I'm simply just using my other weapon because I want to level it up, because I'm just one of those scrubs. But I would definitely recommend just sticking to the Howler almost the whole time, unless you have the Wonder Weapon or something else that's very viable. So, but this isn't that bad. It's pretty easy. If you have to, you can always use one of your score streaks if you have them, just to pop it in and give you some time. The Death Machine is actually one of the best score streaks to have in Outbreak, just because you can activate it at any time and it does a ton of damage. It's very good. Other score streaks like Cruise Missile, which is actually extremely good, especially in the round based. For Holdouts, you're not even allowed to activate it, so it's basically useless. So having like the War Machine or the Death Machine, more so the Death Machine, because you're not going to have to risk having any splash damage, is beneficial. So it looks like we got a refined Therium Crystal for doing that holdout. So I guess I was wrong in my statement before. You can start earning some of the higher level Ethereum at round 2. I don't know if we got any round 1. I don't think we did. That honestly seems way too early. It's actually kind of nice. Get some here. This will refill a little bit of our armor. I don't have enough for a tier 2 Pack-a-Punch. I might have enough to get this weapon up another level, so I can get it up 1 rarity. Ooh, I can actually get it up. Can I get it up 2 rarities? I can just barely get it up to a rare rarity. I'm gonna get stamina up, and I don't need to get anything else because I can't afford it. So I'm gonna go on to the next zone. Actually, I want to check here just because I'm a little nosy. Okay, there's nothing there. I feel like some of those things, they can give you stuff. A lot of times they just don't give you diddly squat. So, ooh. I actually could get tier 3 armor as well, so I got that. But yeah, I should be able to hopefully get I didn't get any free perks that round, which really made me kind of sad. It was kind of disappointing. I only have 2 more perks to get. I really could care less if I got Tombstone or not. It's not good, especially on solo. It's really not good. It is nice to kind of have that extra like save, like if you don't have a self revive, but truthfully it's not necessary. It doesn't benefit gameplay. It benefits it if you're I'll put it this way, it benefits if you go down and you suck. But in a typical game, if you're good and you don't suck, it's a completely wasted perk. So I'm not going to go out and buy Tombstone. I will go out and, if I get it for free, I get it for free. But it's not going to be worth the points. It's not going to be worth the point investment unless I do not have a like self-revive at all, which I plan on always having one, just because that's the smartest thing to do. Quick revive also is super helpful in having like stuff like that. So let's see. I'm gonna just go here and get one of these things. I don't even really care. Okay, I did aggro those things. Okay, I knew that was gonna happen. Let's see. So it looks like we only have the boss thing that we can spawn in, and that's about it. So if I go basically a sharp 90 and go this way, I should be able to get to it. These like snowmobiles are the most fun thing to drive around in. They're so much more fun than the trucks, the cars, or whatever. This should be pretty easy. This is gonna be another boss one. Not too worried about it.
Picking up enemy contacts near you. Hunt them down.
Alright, there we go.
Stun grenade out. Arming C4.
Okay. I probably should have added an alternate ammo type to my gun. That would have been a smart thing to do, but I'm just so not used to grabbing alternate ammo types that I just don't. It is helpful, especially when you know, fighting some of these bigger enemies. They are all weak to a certain type of AAT. This one in particular is weak to Shatter Blast. I have heard a lot of arguments for using Cryo Freeze just because it helps to slow down zombies a lot, and there's a very high chance to slow zombies with armor because it's based on bullets hit. Alright, let me just get away and just kind of play it safe, heal up some. Fuck this guy. I hate Tempests. They're so annoying. I hate them so much. I hate the fact that they just like to range the shit out of you. This guy's gonna die here. He's dead. Looks like I'm gonna get a free perk.
Good hunting. Requiem.
And I got Tombstone, which is the one I didn't want to pay for, so I don't really know how to feel about that. I can get my bobsled again. I definitely prefer the War Machine over the crossbow, so I'm not gonna pick that up. And it looks like I can just go straight to the objective, wherever the objective is. What is the objective of this game? It looks like it says it's retrieve, so this is gonna be, yeah, this is also another like one that you kind of just want to be prepared for, because it's a little tough. It's not too bad, but it can trip you up if you're not prepared, as is the case with most of these challenges. I'm gonna flatten some of these zombies too. That's for me.
Damn. Looks like we're too late.
So apparently you can use vehicles to transport. So basically this one you have to just go and basically with these you have to go pick up some canisters, bring them back, you know, standard procedure shit. But they're heavy, so when you hold them you can't sprint or anything. It's a bad idea to go around in that, so critical damage is bad, as I said before. Clear these guys out because they'll fuck me up. Alright, as soon as I can go, I'm gonna go. You definitely, so when you do have these, you have a different specialist ability, field upgrade, whatever you want to call it. I don't care. So be sure to use that. It does recharge fairly quick. I think it takes like 5 zombie kills to recharge it. But if you ever get, you know, any zombies get close to you or anything, just pop it off. Especially if you can't kill them. Especially when you get close to the drop point. They do, a few zombies do spawn. And since it resets once you use it, or you kind of just lose the ability once you get there. It's never a bad idea to just pop it just to, you know, as a safety net. I don't really need to here. They're all far away. So it's pretty useless. But I am going to run and grab this next one. That was a pretty easy delivery. I mean, it is round 3, so it's not too difficult. Running through the building, definitely a bad idea. But, you know, I'm the king of bad ideas. The reason I say it's a bad idea is because a lot of times they have special triggerable events that'll spawn zombies in. Running into a building typically causes zombies to spawn in, so if I'm trying to avoid zombies spawning in, it's not a good idea, which is why I said it's a bad idea. But you know, I'm king of bad ideas. I just wanted to go the quickest route, so trying to play it safe. Do as I say, not as I do. Alright. I do have a couple zombies on my back, so I'm going to clear them off because I can't sprint and they'll probably catch up to me. Yeah, again, having the ability... I hear a boss. Sounds like a big boy. I do believe that all these zombies despawn after this. Or they despawn once I get here. And I drop it off, so it shouldn't be too bad. Seems like it did, so that's a good thing. So if you have anyone that's just right on your butt, you'll be fine. You'll make it out. So there's another, that's a flawless one, that's really good. Getting the flawless is really, really nice. I'm going to assume that this thing's going to come over here. I don't think anything drops for me to pick it up. So I'm going to take my way back. Make it to the next area. I do have a good amount of high-grade salvage, which is nice, but I don't have enough to get epic rarity. Oh, I gotta sneeze. So there's not really a whole lot else I can do here. That's a nice piece of body armor. I'm gonna pick it up, even though I don't have a whole lot damaged. Apparently Molotovs are really good for some of these objective things, so I might hold on to one. I don't feel like it. It's a lazy piece of shit. I'm completely in the wrong spot. There are multiple spawn points for the final anomaly, so I just went to the one that I've typically seen it at. Just kind of pre-place myself and prepare for it. But I guess it can spawn over here too, so we're gonna go over here. Actually never seen it spawn over here, so this is kind of interesting. Alright, so I don't need to craft a score streak. I do really want Deadshot. Deadshot's really nice. It's going to cost me 5,500 points. I think I'm actually going to pass on it because I think it's going to be more important to get the next upgrade level to my gun. And actually, I think I'm going to go and get Cryo Freeze. Shouldn't be too bad. Between Dead... I guess I'm between... Oh, I only have Cryo Freeze at tier 3, so I'm going to pass on that. So I guess I'm between Deadwire and that... Yeah, I think the stunning is going to be a little bit better. It is nice to have an ally spawn in, but definitely not necessary. I'm just going to double check to make sure I can't get it. Yeah, it's 500, so not going to be able to pick it up. Hopefully I can get another free perk in the next zone. Next zone is probably going to be the last zone I start doing any of those side objectives that aren't going to give me a chance to get the Ray K or any of the wonder weapons. So from here on out, I think I'm going to just start what I'm going to call main gaming it and just focus solely on getting as far as, or just going main objectiving and not hitting any of the side objectives. It was really unfortunate that we didn't have too many side objectives on the early rounds. We only had like one per zone, which I don't know if it's changed solo. I think when you have more people, there's a higher chance that you have multiple ones spawn. So if you are playing with more people, it's really beneficial to kind of like do all of them. Splitting up early on is always nice because it kind of divvies up rewards and maximizes your speed going through it all. And with the difficulty level, it doesn't scale up too high early on, so everyone should be able to handle it by themselves unless they're a new player and you really want to hold their hand. But for the most part, it's not really necessary. Alright. I'm spawned over here again. It looks like I have another boss thing which should spawn in a perk, so if I want to get my last perk I can do that. It also looks like there is a gold box which is going to be really nice, so I'm going to try and do that because a gold box can give me a chance at a Ray K and at least some higher level weapons.
Undead threat neutralized.
What the hell? Oh, it's a Semtex, but it like landed at a really weird spot. Okay. I really don't feel like wasting my time on that, so I'm just gonna run past it. I'm gonna go to this gold box first. So it's right up there. I'll go for the gold box, and then I'm gonna go for the other thingy, the boss raid. So this one's really easy. It's not actually that difficult. I just saw it attempt to spawn, little fucker. And it looks like the Mangler's after me. Oh shit. Right. This one, just stay alive. Do what you gotta do to live. Wow. Yeah, for the Manglers, you do want to shoot them in the arm because that's where they're most vulnerable. Everything else, the big Panzers, you really do want to be aiming for either their back or their face because that's where they're weak. He's gonna die right now. I already have quick revive. That's kind of sad. Kind of just a wasted perk. Magnum. There's really no need to be swapping that out. I just chose to do it because why not? Let's see what we get out of this golden chest. I did get, what is it, stoner. Okay, cool.
Now this is being properly
I didn't use my thing at all, but I'll take it. Really haven't used it at all this game. I got Tombstone. It's kind of sad. I literally just got 2 perks, both of which I already possess. So, kind of sucks. But, alright, I'm going to run through this town just to grab the car. Alright, I'm just going to leave. Bye. So let's see. I want to go a little bit more this way. Shit. Fuck that. I'm just gonna keep running. Hopefully they don't follow me. But it looks like more are spawning in, so that kind of sucks. You died, dude. You had no health. Do this again. I'm pretty sure they're gonna spawn down here. Oh, let's see. Uh-oh, I'm having internet probs.
Find the ones who did this. I want them
Looks
all
like I am
dead.
lagging a little bit. I apologize if stream quality drops. There's nothing really I can do to change the internet. I almost have enough to get my thing to tier, to epic tier. Does look like I'm gonna have a Panther. Just take these out. Power's not gonna do ranged attacks very well. This is not a position I want to be in. Not really any place I can take cover. It's nice to train around buildings. They're very helpful to train around. Ooh, that's some free points. Be nice to get those, but I'm gonna miss it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, shut up.
One less hostile to gather.
Good hunting. Requiem, thank you for your support.
Okay, that wasn't bad, and then I got my last one. Last perk. Bunch of points. GG. Free vehicle, so now I can drive off. I don't see any other objectives on the map, so I'm gonna go to the main objective, which is right over here. It looks like it's defense. So this is actually not that bad. It's similar to the holdout, except better because you're not constrained to a space. It is timed as well, but you're defending a specific spot which has health. The thing is pretty chunky, so it can take quite a bit of a beating before it downs. So don't be too worried about it if it takes a couple hits. It'll be fine. Does look like we have a megaton here. He doesn't seem like he's gonna be too bad to kill. I don't see any other zombies around him, but you know, he's gonna get fucked up quick. That's what we like to see. Of course, there's gonna be more zombies spawning in, and really are gonna fuck me up.
The morgue with you. Line him up. I'll knock him down.
Alright. We didn't really get too much of what we wanted. I mean, we did get a score streak if we wanted to pick it up, but since we have the war machine already, it's not really necessary. Sounds like we just had another megaton spawn in. Don't really feel like dealing with it. I'm just gonna drive to the objective. I don't see too much here. Ooh. So another thing, so if you see this sparkly thing on the map, oh, this is just bullshit.
My team will perform the analysis.
Once a specimen is in
Oh
place,
fuck, I can't jump, I can't jump.
data transfer.
Sorry, I was gonna try and jump up, vault around. You do want to clear this out. You do need to pick up like a head. But I am gonna go up to the top just to get all the free points after I kill this before I start the objective. Alright. You drop anything good. It looks like there's a little bit of ammo here, but that's about it. I'm gonna wait for the fire just because I want to grab the ammo because I'm just a little bit picky. So I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna pick up the thing. We'll see where we can go from there. So now let's see where it goes. We'll follow it, get some more free points. It's always a nice thing to have. No means is it necessary, but especially at this round, I got plenty of points, but I kind of just feel like doing it because to show you guys what it looks like. Right, it is in here. I know it's in here. I need to clear it out, the space out, or I'm gonna die. So. Another nice thing to know is you have a radar, so always use your radar just to, you know, check the area around you. Just to see if there's anything spawning behind you or something. It looks like it's running that way, so I'm just gonna follow it. Don't really know where this is gonna go. Oh, hopefully not too far. Fuck this guy. Speak to me like that. I didn't see where it went. I didn't miss it. I do think it went a little bit more this way. Alright, it does pop up on the minimap, which is nice. Sometimes it doesn't. My armor is getting absolutely railed right now, so I do need to be cognizant of that. You see, you can get a bunch of good shit out of there. Clearly. Did lose my armor, which kind of sucks, but looks like we have another Tempest. It does look like we got a sentry turret, which is, you know, nice for some things, not nice for others. I really don't care about it, so keep moving. I don't know why it took so long for him to die, but I am just gonna quickly repair my armor before this next event. Still don't have enough high grade salvage to get that upgrade, so not much I can do. Hey Knight, nice to see you in chat. Oi, do you think this Panzer is better or worse than DE and Origins one? I would say it. I think it actually can be a little bit more challenging. I think the power scale in this game is a bit higher than in the last one, but I think in terms of health, this one's definitely a lot chunkier. The fire is really, really annoying. I definitely think that it's... I think the Panzer is harder in this game, but you're stronger in this game, so it's actually easier to take them down in this game than it would be to in like BO3, just because, you know, you have armor, which works far better than the shields did. You have, you know, like, you know, the weapons are better and more suited to taking them down. I personally think that, you know, these ones are harder. I definitely think that the ones in BO3 are more deadly. I think there's a higher chance if I were to fight a Panzer in BO3 than a Panzer here, that I have a higher chance of going down in BO3 than I do here. But that's just me personally. I do think that these ones, they are definitely a lot chunkier, but it really depends on your loadout. I think BO2 probably had the chunky. Okay, I did not want to throw that. I think BO2 probably had the chunkiest Panzers, just because the power scale was so low in BO2 that you just were never going to be well equipped to take them down. Fuck this Tempest. I hate him. Oh, my homies hate this. There we go. Alright, Knight says, yeah, I was doing an objective yesterday and I got instantly downed by the fire when it landed. A Tempest and a Panzer work too well together. Yeah, the Tempest, Tempests are really annoying. I hate the ranged attacks that they do. It's just extremely frustrating as a zombies player, just because you're so used to dealing with, you know, things getting up close and personal, and enemies that can hit you from afar are just very, very infuriating. So they to me make them a very, what I'd call a high value target, where it's like, if I see one of them on the map, I'm gonna try and kill it first, because they're really gonna mess me up with the strat I run. So I'm very aggressive towards them. But the Panzers on here too, and this is why I say that, you know, I think they're harder on this game, is because the Panzers are so much more, or they're a lot more aggressive than they were in BO3 and BO2. They objectively are. They constantly will jump pack right on top of you, drop a ball of fire, and just flamethrower the shit out of you. They don't have the whole like stun mechanic BO3 ones have, thank God, because if they did, you'd be dead. They would just be so challenging to deal with that I just don't know how you deal with it. Papa wants to kill this mimic. There we go. There's some points for the completion. I can get my gun now to tier 3. I can also get it up a bit. I'm getting some flawless now, so I guess I am getting flawless at tier 4, so that's good. Or world level 4. But yeah, so this is looking good. The anomaly isn't too far away, so I don't feel bad walking it. I guess my car is over there, but I really don't care. The only downside to walking is it's a lot harder to just avoid zombies. It kind of forces them to spawn in and gives them time to catch up to you and follow you around, especially the dogs. Dogs will not leave you alone. Fuck them. There's 100 points free of charge. Trying to think. I have all the perks, so I'm kind of in a grind for high grade salvage, and ideally now all my points that I spend I'm trying to get I'm basically saving up to upgrade the Ray K whenever I do get it. Maybe I should have waited a minute on that, but I really don't care.
Neutralized and eliminated.
Alright, so I'm all good here. I can't upgrade this, so I'm going to upgrade this once. Don't need to heal my armor, it's already good. So, yeah, here we go. Easy peasy. Knight says, if you've seen it, do you think you could accomplish something like the around, or I think that mentioned the round 100 exfil on Outbreak? Someone got it a little while ago. I definitely think I could. I wouldn't. I haven't played Outbreak as much solo as I have, with the squad of 4. Every time I play with a squad of 4, I played with like Ian, and Atlas, Ian aka Moveahill, Atlas, and Lobo. And when the three or four of us have played, we've always done an exfil just because it's like, oh, it's late, we don't want to keep going any further. We haven't. Basically each time we've done that, we've done it at the challenge cap of the game. So I definitely think we could. It's really an endurance thing to go. I definitely think it's possible, but we would need to take a long chunk of time out of the day. So I don't know how likely it is that we'd do anything like that. I'm not saying we wouldn't. I definitely think we could. We have the capability to, but I don't think the time investment is going to be the hardest part. I don't even know why I'm using this thing. I really shouldn't. Just didn't feel like using the Howler. Actually, I didn't feel like letting them get close. Hey, JBK Dark, how you doing? Yeah, I'm just giving everyone some tips and stuff. I'm only doing this because I can get a chest, and the reward chest is pretty okay. I'm not really terribly invested in this one yet. Right now, I just need to get. I'm at a point where I kind of need to start just getting the Ray K. There's nothing else I really need to be spending my points on except a second weapon, and that second weapon really needs to be a wonder weapon to handle the later rounds. And the Ray K with its slow effect is extremely helpful. I'm actually surprised, and we haven't gotten any like Tempest spawning on this, because normally Tempest will spawn on this, and they are the worst because they will never come into the zone. They will always stay out of the zone, and they will just shoot you, and it's the worst thing ever. It is literally the worst thing ever. I hate it so much. Because they always make me run out of the zone, because, when you run the Howler, you can't really shoot them from a distance, so kind of sucks. Alright. I haven't had to use my specialist at all. Alright, let's see. Knight. The run did take 10 to 11 hours. This time is everyone's greatest weapon. Yeah. I would also say alongside that... Okay, well, that's Jug. I'll take this. Not because I need to, just because I want to... Just because I can. Just because I can. Okay, this is an escort mission, so we haven't done one of these before. Okay, I do want to kill these dogs. These dogs will fuck me up. They're just too damn fast. Is there a... There's a pad near here. I'm gonna just take this pad. No, I was trying to steal those points. There, my pad's paid for. Okay. This is gonna suck. Oh wow, all those zombies despawned. Okay, good. Yeah, so in actually 10 to 11 hours is pretty impressive, because in the games that I've played with, you know, with the people I've said before, you know, it's taken us 3.5 hours to get to round 10, and that's the highest we've gotten to. I think, you know, when you do that late game stuff, you're really just going up main objective, main objective, main objective. You're not wasting any of your time on that early, like, any other things. You're just solely playing that, that main objective, which, okay, these guys need to fuck off. Come on. Yeah, so we definitely need to get closer to a pace where we can just speed run it. So that way we could do it. Obviously, I think 10 to 11 hours is not a bad time for round 100. I mean, that's 10 rounds in an hour. So if you're going to be running this for as long as you can, how high do you think you can go with the fatigue of playing in terms of rounds? I mean, I've gotten to round 100 before on this game. I actually got to round 90 and then 100. And I did round 90. It took longer to get to round 90 because I did it in a 3-player, or sorry, it was a 4-player match, so it took ages. If you're playing with people, it's, you know, it's very easy to ward off the fatigue, just because, like, you're playing with someone else, and, you know, it's, you know, it's not like you're playing by yourself, so you can talk with someone and help motivate yourself to keep going. But I do think I can keep playing for quite a bit. A lot of it, in terms of, like, fatigue, it's just, like, lack of focus. In prior titles, like, I've never gone for rounds 100 and whatnot. I think that, you know, Cold War is a lot more of an engaging game than, like, BO3 or BO4 were for high rounds, just because, like, the way the game's designed, it forces you to kind of be engaged. Like, there's a lot higher of a skill ceiling, and there's a lot more to grind for in the later rounds than there were prior. It's for, like, BO3, I mean, I was literally just playing it yesterday with a friend, and it's so, you can get set up by round 10. With the right items, you can get set up by round 10, no problem. Like, it's not a, like, but then it's like, okay, well, now you're just playing endgame from round 10 onward, which, you know, isn't necessarily the, you know, like, you're never really going to see that in Cold War, just because you have to pack a punch 3 times, you got to get armor, you got to get a bunch of perks, all this stuff. So, I definitely think Cold War is, like, a lot more engaging for, you know, if you're going for higher rounds, like, you're playing the game for a longer period of time. But yeah, I mean, that's my opinion. I really like Cold War. I think it's really, really fun. I actually didn't, this is an unpopular opinion, I did really much enjoy Black Ops 4 as well, just because it gave me a lot to grind for with weapons, especially, like, grinding towards, like, a dark matter. I loved doing that grind. It was really fun. I did that, and I got most of the DLC weapons as well. This game, I would love to grind for dark matter, but I feel no need to do it, just because, like, if you ever decide to buy anything from the box, like, you know, you're never gonna get your you're never gonna see your dark matter camo. The only time you see it is if you upgrade it from base, and there's a lot of times where you don't want to do that, just because it's extremely, extremely expensive in terms of salvage to do it. He's just stunned. So I find that grind a lot less necessary and it less motivating to do. Like obviously Black Ops 4 was a lot more standard to do it. Also the fact, like, I think the challenges to get I can't even speak, to get dark matter in this game are a lot better than they were in Black Ops 4. Black Ops 4 there was like I didn't think they were that bad, but you know, there were some that were just kind of frustrating. Like I played some maps way too much in trying to do that, but trying to get it, just because like there's like some maps where it's like, all right, well you gotta have mini boss kills, so it's like, okay, well I guess the only real map I can get a lot of mini boss kills on is you know, Blood of the Dead, so I'm gonna just play Blood of the Dead a ton. And that's when you use the war machine. Flawless Ethereum in the bag. Alright. Looks like there's a car over here, so I'm gonna pick up the car. And then we're gonna drive. But yeah, I mean that's kind of my thoughts. I do think that BO4 is a highly underrated game. I definitely think it has its flaws. Trust me, I think a lot of the flaws lie in just like the perk system. I think the perk system's absolute shit. I do think there were some good perks in there, but I think you know, it was a fun game to play. Obviously not as fun as other games. I think Cold War really kind of targeted a lot of those quarrels people had with BO4 and really directly addressed them, and kind of just dealt with them because, like, for example, I think BO4 relied so heavily on having a shield at all times. I think the armor system is so much better than it was, you know, in that game. And you know, beyond that, I definitely think that I think there's a lot of good things that happen in BO4. I think having the ability to you know, like the max ammos, they reload your current mag. The Carpenter's got a buff. Having the zombies' health cap out at a certain round was a huge good thing. A lot of that stuff, I thought that was really good, and I'm glad to see that they brought back a lot of those features. Server pausing, oh my gosh, I can't believe we lived without it. It's such a good feature in the game. Really glad to have that back. I definitely think they did a really good job of cleaning up the HUD in this title. One of the things that I love that they did in this game, which was one of my things that I had difficulty with and enjoying previous maps because of it, is the ability that you have no perk limit. I think the 4 perk limit was very frustrating. It made sense at a certain time, but the whole reason that they kind of got rid of Jug and some of the big perks in BO4 was because they considered them crutch perks because everyone went and grabbed and used them. And quite literally, it was, yeah, you mean, yeah, that was the case. They were crutch perks, but the problem with them was because the way the game was designed is it kind of forced you to have it. It's like, all right, well, you need more health. That's not like a thing. You know, you need to have more health. If you're solo, you need to have quick revive because otherwise you only have 1 life. So like it kind of forced you in that, and I'm glad that the game kind of like improved quick revive. You know, it did a lot of good things, or it moved us away from that. But I'm trying to think.
When fired, the disruptor satellite will breach the dark ether and draw out Apex HVT.
Trying to even think. My brain's frozen.
Authorized to eliminate the HVT strike team.
Yeah, I do think BO4 did a lot of good stuff, but the perks just weren't nearly as good. And there were like some perks where it was like, I think, or I guess that's what I was saying. The fact that you can have as many perks as you want really resolves the issue of like, oh well, it's a crutch perk. Yeah, sure, it may be a crutch perk, but like because you can get it, like anyone, like you're gonna be able to get all the perks. It's less about what you select, and more about just like, all right, well, what do you choose to buy first? I love being able to have all the perks. That's honestly why, like, prior to BO3, I loved Die Rise so much. Very, you know, I with the exception of Johnny J25, most of the community hates Die Rise, but I really, really liked it because of the ability to just be able to get all the perks just by playing. Like, if you knew how to play the game and you had good map knowledge, you could get all the perks on that map. And I loved feeling like overpowered, being able to get all the perks and all that. So that was really, really nice. Which is why I love the map. And you know, you couldn't do that on Mob of the Dead. You couldn't do that on so many other things. So it was like on Mob of the Dead, a lot of people, I don't think like hardly anyone ever bought like Deadshot on Mob of the Dead. So it's like, I'd much rather get Electric Cherry, or I'd much rather get literally anything else. Like, of course I'm going to get Jug. Of course I'm going to get, you know, Speed Cola, Double Tap. I'm not going to waste my points on, you know, Deadshot when, you know, I have other things I need to worry about. I do love Mob of the Dead because it got rid of Quick Revive, in the sense that you don't need it to respawn. Like in solo, you had the afterlife system, so that worked really well in getting rid of those, like, you know, having something that wasn't a perk that acted as your respawn token, basically.
Apex HVT eliminated.
Nice execution, strike team. Grab the residual Ethereum.
Wow, I did not expect that. Okay.
War machine hot.
Okay, wow. So if you guys didn't know, apparently going to a new zone refills your thing if you never used the whole thing. Well, I don't use the FFAR all that much, so
Any port in
I
the
don't think it's
storm.
that great of a weapon, but I'm gonna take it anyway just 'cause I can. I could use that dragon thing, but I really don't feel like it. I could also do that mini boss thing. Also don't feel like it. I'm just gonna leave. Okay. Do some of the big boy jumps. Blood of the Dead, unpopular opinion, but it was almost as good as Mob of the Dead. I definitely think Mob of the Dead was better than Blood of the Dead. Blood of the Dead, I think it did some good things. I think there was a lot of things that could have been improved on that map, if I'm being completely honest. One of the big things that I found a problem with was just the RNG and finding out where the Pack-a-Punch machine is at any given time. There is no map indicator for it. I definitely think that the perk system also negatively impacted that map as well. Like, I think that having classic perks, if we had like the Cold War system in there where you could just get all the perks, all that stuff, I think that would have been fine. I think the Easter egg was way too convoluted. I think that they needed to get rid of that bird step. The bird step was way too stupid. There was way too many spawn points for the bird, and it was just extremely infuriating for any casual player to ever do. So I think that was a big problem that I had with doing the Easter egg there. I think that the fast travel system in the game, in that map, definitely needed to be improved as well. Moving from certain, like it just felt like it was extremely challenging to move across the map. It also felt like that beginning like catwalk rush to the prison was very, very fun to do, but on a downside, it was also just like once you made that run, there was no reason to go back to spawn other than to just pick off a couple enemies here or there, or not enemies, pick up a couple items here or there, like pick up a perk or pick up excuse me, what was it? You know, bird spawns or, you know, the monkey bomb thing. It felt like it was so detached from everything else that it just was bad, um, in my opinion. Um, but I do think it was kind of fun. I think, yeah, I mean, I have nothing like horrible to say. I think it was a fun map to play. I definitely think it had a lot of flaws though, and I can't not acknowledge those, and like kind of explaining my opinions about it. Where the hell is this objective? It's over there. Oh, fuck, a holdout, really? On this one again. I think I'm gonna try and where is this stinking? They go, what is it, all the way this way? Okay. Okay, so let's see. Going back to the crutch quick revive things, what makes Afterlife great but Infinite Warfare's arcade horrible in people's eyes? Um, the thing is I haven't played too much of Infinite Warfare, to be honest. I did play a little bit of Spaceland, but I didn't really get into Infinite Warfare. I never personally owned the game. My brother owned it, so I was able to play it from time to time. Um, I do think that the massive issue with okay, where did I? Okay, if I go back here. Okay. I think the massive issue with the so I don't necessarily know how the arcade worked perfectly, but I do know that like the arcade didn't work that great when you were a solo player. And on top of that, uh, when you like in Mob of the Dead, the afterlife system was extremely reliable. You knew what was gonna happen. You knew you'd be able to go down, and you knew you'd be able to respawn. You knew where you'd respawn, and you knew all of this stuff. Like, it was very reliable. It was very easy. It was very simple, and it was always like you were always gonna, like, if you downed one round, you were always gonna get another afterlife the next round to replace the one. If you were good at the game, you could definitely, like, you're able to zap zombies out of the area, to, you know, help clear your body off, and get through stuff. So it was definitely like a skill thing. Like if you knew what you were doing, like you could get back in very easily, which kind of made Mob of the Dead one of the easier maps in that game. And I think that's why a lot of people liked it. Like, being able to be easier was definitely a plus. Like because it just makes it more engaging for more people, which is definitely why Cold War has gone the route it has, where it's gotten a lot more. It's made it a lot more accessible for a lot of the community. So it's a lot easier to get higher rounds. It's a lot easier to do Easter eggs. So it's a huge benefit to you know, be able to do some of those things. And I think the Afterlife arcade, it just, yeah, it was good, but I mean the Afterlife system in there in Mob of the Dead was quite frankly OP. And that's why I'm saying, like, without knowing the Afterlife arcade too much, I think mostly when I've used it, it's when I have an extra player in, or you're doing multiple people. So I don't think it was as accessible in solo, and it just, I don't know. With something so broken OP, anything else that's normally balanced just is never going to stand up to it, even though it should. OP is always going to be the way to go, and that's always where the community's going to grasp. So that's just where I kind of stand on it. Not that it was bad or by any means, but community loves OP.
put it to good use.
Oh, it's only
believe
a
me.
single. Alright, let's see. I don't think there's any other drops from big boys. Oh, I did get an FF. Oh, that's me dropping the FFAR. Okay. I good. Also, because of Blood of the Dead, are you a Magma Gat fan or Acid Gat enjoyer? The Magma Gat was always far easier to use in Blood of the Dead than the Magma Gat. Like, having all of the self-inflicted explosive damage is just never good. I don't think that they did, like, I love the Magma Gat in Blood of the Dead, or sorry, not Blood of the Dead, in Mob of the Dead. I definitely think that the, wow, that's bullshit. I definitely think that the, Acid Gat in Mob of the Dead was way, way better than the one in, whatchamacallit. Okay, was way better than the one in Mob of the Dead. I don't think they did it justice in in Blood of the Dead, sorry. I don't think they did the Magma Gat justice in Blood of the Dead, because it was really good in Mob of the Dead. Those maps are just too close in name to easily distinguish. Alright, this is one of the harder holdouts, so if I down here, I'm not going to be surprised. Oh, that's really nice. Why can't I pick it up? Thank you. Alright, the stun is kind of annoying on these. I might change my AAT type to Cryo Freeze. Oh, well, I don't want to because it's only tier 3. Shit. I'll probably change it to Brain Rot. Seems like a decent idea. I know I heard a bitch. I'm not gonna check chat until I'm done with this. But actually I'll try and check chat, but don't be surprised if I don't, because this is hard. I gotta focus. No! It's not good, boys. Not good. This is about to be really bad.
Another zombie KIA.
Can you just change over, please? Jesus Christ. Why the fuck?
Get off, loser.
Alright, I need to play it super fucking safe. This is not super fucking safe. No, 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 no. Okay.
I'm saving my bullets for a rainy day. War machine, bringing it.
Ooh. I'm dead. No. It was just because my armor died. Oh, shit. God damn it. Oh, I could have done that. I hate the holdout there. That's one of the hardest holdouts in the game. I couldn't handle it. I lost my armor and it was all down from there. Also, having the war machine there was not helpful. I needed something else. Don't know if you ever played it, but Alpha Omega, the true Nuketown Zombies map, was it potentially wasted or used to its fullest? So I did play Alpha Omega. I did the Easter egg and all that. I think it had some fun features. I definitely found the map extremely frustrating though. for sure, just because of a lot of the mechanics that it had were just, how would I say it? It's like, I thought the whole like cleaning the vents thing was super tedious and frustrating. I was really just kind of baffled why they couldn't just simply make it a permanent thing. So that was always kind of frustrating. Let's see. What do I want to upgrade? I guess I can upgrade one of each. I can get one thing to tier 4 and one thing to tier 5. Frenzied Guard, increased duration. Normally enemies are slow to walk when active. That honestly might be the one to go for. That or Cryo Freeze. Shit. Which one do I want to go with? I think it's probably going to be better to go with, fuck. What is it going to be better to go with? Frenzied Guard. How long does this thing last? Increased rate. So I could get it up to 15 seconds. I get the armor back. That's the big thing. Doesn't gonna help with damage, but it's gonna slow things. Oh fuck. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. I know there's some glitches going on with Frenzied Guard. Or I guess it's more bugs than glitches. Okay, let me actually go to create a class. Quickly change this out. But I guess back to your question then. I definitely think Alpha Omega could have been a lot better than it was. It it felt very lacking. I definitely think that the Ether maps in Black Ops 4 were underwhelming because they deviated from the perk system that was in previous titles. I think if they were able to stick with like the traditional perk systems, it would have helped those maps a ton. I think that a lot of the mechanics within those maps were kind of tough to get around too. Just in general, I think the specialist system was kind of dumb. It was pretty. I don't want to say it's dumb. I want to say that it was poorly designed for the ether end. It worked very well for chaos. I felt like there was at least a decent balance in chaos. I typically only used the hammer. There were 3 other ones that you could use. You could also use the scepter of Ra, the chakrams, and you could also use the viper and dragon, which is like shotgun sword combo. The chakrams are really good for kind of speed running if you're trying to do that, and then the staff of Ra was really good if you needed to revive people or whatever. Like it was really really good in a support scenario. So that I thought those were pretty well balanced, but on like the ethers end, it was the katana or nothing, because the katana was just broken OP and everything else was kind of garbage. I know there are some strategies with other things that you could like get to higher. I think there is like something with the flamethrower that you could potentially get to a high round with. But other than that, it was just like typically it was just hard garbage if I'm being completely honest. It was just very very lacking. You know, it was never a good thing to say. But it just, yeah, I think Alpha Omega definitely needed a lot more. Like, it felt very tight, which, you know, I guess for the Nuketown, like OG Nuketown being kind of tight and constraining isn't too bad, but the problem was it was just like, it was so tight and constraining that it was never fun to play. Especially with all the special zombies, there was just way too many, and they were way too annoying. I found them way more annoying than they should be, and they kind of just like the teleporting ones, the stinky boys as I always call them. They were always just too infuriating. I never liked it. Like they were just never fun to play with, and they always just frustrated me. There was no way to kind of get rid of them on the map, and their spawn rates are way too high. It's kind of similar to the whole Blood of the Dead situation, or sorry, not Blood of the Dead, Dead of the Night, where on that map, because of like the vampires, the spawn rate for the vampires was just stupidly high. It was just not fun to play that map. What am I got myself into? Just because like they spawned so much and they were super aggressive, it just made for a very infuriating experience. Shit, where am I going? Okay, I gotta keep going this way, it looks like.
Oops, didn't see you there.
Where do I gotta go now? But yeah, I think that in terms of level design, it could have probably been fixed. I think that in terms of like, I think I'm trying to remember the Easter egg. I don't think the Easter egg was too bad. Fuck, if I die here, I'm quitting.
I'm down.
Oh, dude, that was so dumb. I definitely think I don't think the Easter egg was too bad. I think Black Ops 4 kind of had the problem of like you started playing the map, and in order to just do stuff, you ended up getting so close to you just ended up having to do the whole Easter egg. Like, I think what was the first step, you had to align like some of the clocks or whatever in all the houses, and it was like, okay, well that's fine. But like, you know, once you did that, it's like, oh, you unlocked a couple pack-a-punch weapons that were easy to access. You unlocked like a free upgraded, you know, ray gun Mark II, and it's like, oh, that's super cool. But like, you're basically doing the whole Easter egg at that point, and it's just like, okay, sure, whatever. Kind of frustrating, but is what it is, I guess. Um, I think they made the maps not accessible to most people. I definitely think they could have done a better job on it. Not that they did a bad job. I think it was really cool that you could they had like a cast of like 8 different characters that you could play on that map, but not having them as selectable was kind of frustrating, and then not being able to like have 2 Richtophens on a team, or 2 of a like, you know, like having OG and new Richthofen was just kind of frustrating. I think that could have been improved as well. Knight, you also say Dead of the Night. Where would you rank it on the Chaos maps tier list? So let's see. Of the Chaos maps, there's Voyage of Despair, 9, Dead of the Night, and Ancient Evil. I think honestly, I would rate it probably third or tied for second potentially. I definitely think Voyage is the worst. I think the Easter egg is the most frustrating. I think it's a very challenging map to play on, and I find it very dull too, if I'm being completely honest. Like it feels like there's a lot of wasted potential on that map. And yeah, I'd probably also like I'd say Dead of the Night's probably third. Maybe there's an argument for second. I'd say it's probably between Ancient Evil and Dead of the Night for second and third. Ancient Evil, I don't know if I like the map or not. Like, it's not a bad map by any means. There are some points where I kind of find it a little frustrating. It's not bad. Like I actually do like that map. Don't get me wrong. I
Another
do
one for my
like
collection.
Ancient Evil. I just don't know if I like it more than Dead of the Night. I think Dead of the Night, it's a lot simpler, which is I do find value in just having, you know, very simple gameplay. I do like complicated gameplay, but I don't like it when it's like mandatory to play the map that you need to, like on Origins. I love Origins, but I do find it kind of frustrating that every time you play the map, you kind of have to play it the same way, where you just have to grind to get all the stabs just so you can like survive past round 8. But like Dead of the Night, I thought it had a very simple. Maybe I don't know if simple is the right word. It was a very easily completable Easter egg, and it was very attainable for most people, as long as you knew. Like, I mean, there was a few puzzles you kind of had to solve, but they weren't too difficult.
Sorry,
If you looked up a YouTube video, it was pretty easy to complete. Actually, the one step that was kind of annoying was this fucking zodiac signs. Fuck that step. That's just
To the morgue with
that's
you.
way too much, dude. I hate that step. All my homies hate that step. Um,
I'm starting
I
to
do
warm up.
like. I think Ancient Evil was fun. Um, and it had some pretty cool wonder weapons. I never got them to the third tier pack-a-punch whatever level. I think that they probably could have improved that, to be completely honest. I think they could have improved the whole thing with that. Just because I felt like that was so inaccessible. Like, getting that, you know, third upgrade on them was just so unnecessarily hard, and I don't think it was. I never actually did it, but I don't know if it, like, from the gameplay I had seen, it wasn't really that rewarding either.
Huh?
I think you got a little bit more ammo, and that was about it. So it was just kind of dumb. I also think like, I felt like there should have been some more, like, side Easter eggs on that game, or on that map, that just weren't there, which was, you know, definitely a downside. Like, I would love to have seen a little bit more in terms of, like, there was a couple rooms that was like, oh, maybe you can get in there, or whatever, but
Strauss,
turns out you
your
never
men are
could.
down. My team will finish
It was
the
a little
work.
sad, but
Do be careful. Clearly my team failed in that regard.
I definitely, so I guess that goes without saying, but my number one favorite Chaos map was 9. 9 was so much fun. It was a very simple map. So, like, grinding for dark matter, it was the go-to map. It was very easy to survive on. There was a lot of special enemy types, but they fit so well in the map that they would never felt tedious or annoying. So I never minded them too much. I thought it was just very fun. It was simple. It was easy to get into, very quick to get into. It worked very well when I was grinding for camos, so I almost always went on that map. It gave a lot of heavy zombies, which was nice for the purpose of, you know, getting dark matter challenges completed. But yeah, I love 9. It's Easter egg. It made the most sense. It made far more sense than Dead of the Night. It had a lot less spawn points than Dead of the Night. I think the big con to Dead of the Night is how poor the
New weapon.
like how many spawn locations there were for everything just to play the map. Like, because there was the shield, and then there was you know, all of the pack-a-punch requirements that you had to do, and there was just so much. It was way too much. So that to me was a definite downside on that, as it was for a lot of the community. So
Search the area
I was
for
hoping that it would
harvesters.
despawn these fuckers,
Disengage the
but didn't.
Aetherium canister
Um,
and bring it to the rocket.
Do try to hurry. Ethereum degradation begins the very
very moment of harvested detachment.
Probably should have picked that. Oh, I'm gonna pick it up. Fuck it, I'm right here.
You got your comeuppance.
Come on, game. But yeah, I loved 9. 9 was just a very, very well designed map.
Harvester purge is required for canister release.
Hell yeah.
Undead hostile eliminated. Line him up. I'll knock him down.
Ethereum sample acquired.
Besides being quite heavy, Ethereum emits unique radiation. It will impair your vision.
Yeah, I definitely think BO4 was an underrated game. It had a lot of good things going for it, but the super, super unstable, laggy launch was really what killed it for a lot of players. And then the other thing, too, was it was such a microtransaction heavy game, and early on they didn't target it for zombies. And then finally, when they started finally doing the zombies mode justice by like DLC 2, they finally got, I felt like they started getting the community back in a good spot, but then they kind of just dropped the ball because like for DLCs 3 and 4, it was extremely, extremely half-assed, in my opinion. I'm pretty sure at that point, development for the game had pretty much stopped, and it was all being rediverted to Cold War, which Cold War is a great game, and I think they did a lot of good work with it, but it kind of shows that, you know, the development kind of just was dropped on BO4 completely, you know, in there. I mean, we basically, DLCs 3 and 4 were only remastered maps, and they really never finished the Chaos storyline, which when they were basically marketing the game, it really kind of felt like they were going to go and have 2 full seasons of maps. So I was really, really surprised to not see them follow through on having that second season of content.
Throwing C4 charge. I'll kill you all if I have to.
I gotta get back as quick as possible. But yeah, that, I mean, I think it's underrated, but I also think it could have been a lot better than it actually was. I think that the problem was there was so much wasted potential. I think the whole factions deal was just bullshit. Like, if they had that at launch like they promised, I think we would have been at a different state. And I think a lot of the problems that were faced early on in the game also kind of, you know, led to a lot of the community clinging to factions as a, you know, a saving grace for the game mode. And when it just never came, people were extremely, extremely disappointed.
Dr. Strauss. You're a go for rocket launch.
Launch of Cold War versus launch of BO4, which was worse? That's not even a, dude. That's not even a question. BO4 is so much worse. The game, state of the game when you launched like on BO4, like there was actually like a 95% chance your game crashed somehow. If you were a part of the community at all and you watched any of the patch updates, like after the launch of the game, there was legit so many patches in the game. There was a patch that would, like, for a crash that would occur because a zombie spawned in. If a zombie spawned in, there was a chance the game would crash. Or this, that, like, there were so many bugs The game was literally unplayable on launch. Unplayable. And Cold War was smooth. Sure, every game's gonna have like a couple patches, you know, after launch, but like there was compared to BO4, there was nothing wrong with the launch of this game. There's nothing. There's absolutely nothing wrong. This game, in comparison to Black Ops 4, launched without any flaws at all. Well, that's interesting. Oops. Look away for 1 second. Roadkill. Driving on top of the building. Alright. Let's see. Level 2 armor. I'll get quick revive. That's all I can afford. Can I even get a... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I couldn't. Alright, so I'll go on to the next zone then. Yeah, it's not even a question. BO4 was had such a shitty launch. I do think that I don't think Cold War had a bad launch in terms of stability, and actually, I think it had a really positive... The community had a very positive response to the gameplay on it. I think the community also had a very negative, you know, response to a lot of the gameplay in Black Ops 4. I think that the removal of Jug and the change of the perk system, there was so much changed that it never felt right. And I think that upset a lot of people. But I think the one downside that Cold War had on launch that Black Ops 4 actually did a bit better on is the number of maps that you could play on launch. I think, well, that's not normally like a big deal. Like, I felt after, like, the thing is, they dropped D Machine, which was an insanely fun map to play. Don't get me wrong, it was insanely fun. I love playing D Machine, but it was the only map. So if I want to play Cold War Zombies, I could only play that map. So when I got bored playing D Machine, I didn't play Cold War Zombies. Like, I didn't. I straight up just didn't. I didn't play it. It was like, it was the only map I wanted to play, and I didn't want to play that map. Whereas, like, on Black Ops 4, there were 4 maps on launch. So if I got bored playing one map, I just hopped onto another one. And I never felt fatigued because I could always kind of just switch things up. And to me, that was very, very nice, and it laid for a very healthy replayability gameplay loop for me. Because I never felt like bored. I always felt like I had something I could play. Shit, I went way past the thing I was trying to get to. But fuck it. I'm not even gonna do side objectives. I'm just gonna main quest this whole thing. Fuck it.
Be ready, strike team. Requiem's satellite will bring an Apex threat into our reality.
Connection established. Systems nominal.
Just don't feel like doing the side shit.
Initiating firing sequence.
Apex HVT.
But yeah, like, so for a while after launch, I'd never played this game. All right, thanks. I'm just gonna leave. I just stopped playing because it was just like, yeah, I did the Easter egg a ton of times. I don't really feel the need to play this right now.
Cut the head from the snake, strike team.
Looks like it's not alone.
Apex HVT sighted.
Oh god. Okay, please back off.
Grenade out.
Oh, did he burst off the next zone?
Target reacquired. Southeast
that's something I really wish, like, you know, Cold War had at launch, is at least one other map. Dead Ops 3 was great. It was fun to play, but it wasn't zombies, especially when it's, you know, a third-person mode. I love that they added first person. I haven't played it really in a few months at all, but I do plan on going through and trying the first person at some point. I don't know if I want, like, I don't know if I'll stream it or not, but I plan on playing it at some point. I figure until the next zombies map comes out, you know, I gotta find something to play. So it's either gonna be this or it's gonna be custom zombies.
Get back to it. I want that threat eliminated.
Let's see.
Target reacquired. Southeast of your position.
No, stop.
Didn't see you there.
Alright, let's see. I'm trying to think of more questions, but I can't. It's all good, dude. I can talk a lot. Yeah, BO4 definitely had its problems, and I became very, very familiar with those because I played that game a ton. So I probably know better than 90% of the YouTubers out there, with the exception of maybe like Greg FPS, how good that game was, and what those flaws were in that game. Just because like YouTubers like Milo and like JC, Lex, like they didn't play it. Like they didn't play that game like I played that game. Like I played that game a ton. I actually did enjoy it, you know, as I said, which is an unpopular opinion. It had a lot of problems, but you know, at the end of the day, it gave enough content for me to keep playing it. I think some of the later maps were just bad, though. I think straight up some of the maps that came out later in the cycle were just half-assed, and they just, in terms of gameplay, they just weren't as fun to play more than once. Tagger Toten kind of felt that way. It kind of just felt like, I think the perk system kind of led to a lot of the maps just feeling dull, just straight up dull. But yeah, it definitely wasn't a bad game. Well, it wasn't the worst game in the world. It was definitely fun, but it definitely had its flaws, and it definitely could have been improved. I think if they continued the development on it, and they didn't like have to like jump off the boat quick for Cold War, I think it could have been a very excellent title. But because they had to kind of drop support for it mid-season, I think that led to a lot of shitty maps coming out, and yeah, it started bad. In the middle, it was at its peak, and then it died. It just straight up died after Ancient Evil, which was really disappointing because it ended like the Ether storyline, which was such a good story, on such a low note. And that, like, because they hyped up the end of the Ether storyline so much with the Great War and all this stuff, and they really kind of just I don't think they did it justice at all, with how they ended it in TOG. Like, yeah, I thought it was a beautiful ending, but they really kind of just fucked us over with what they gave us versus what they kind of hyped us for.
Strike team, get to the specimen analyzer and investigate.
Like, don't get me wrong, I loved seeing like remasters of maps, but like those remakes were shit. They were not nearly as good as I wish they would have been. Like D Machine is a perfect example of what a remake or a remaster of the map should be. because it honestly feels like a new map. Like but I guess like to a different point, like it needs to feel unique, or it needs to feel 1-to-1. And I don't think they were either. I think it was just shit. Okay, dogs, I guess you're just gonna chase me forever and just blow up. Fuck. Okay, I went the wrong way. I thought it was gonna be one of these things. Oh, it is.
Your men are dead.
I didn't go the wrong way.
The specimen's still intact. My team will perform the analysis.
Roger that, Weaver. Strike team, grab the
There's a
specimen
fuck
and
ton
place
near
it in
here.
the
Holy
analyzer.
shit.
The process is automatic and will transmit any genetic data to our labs. Specimen's vocal cords still work. Somehow. Is it broadcasting some kind of signal?
The damn thing just called for reinforcements. Get ready for a fight.
If they destroy that machine, we'll lose.
Alright, and I'm gonna try and read your question while also doing this. Do you think Treyarch wanting to get its foot in the Battle Royale with Blackout was the main thing that originally liked BO4? So I don't know if you know this, but originally Treyarch had actually not planned to do a Battle Royale. They'd actually spent 2 years of their 3-year development cycle, actually 2.25 years of their development cycle developing a campaign for the game. They presented it to Activision, and Activision said no. So they were like, well, shit, like this campaign's like we have to start fresh, and we have 9 months left. So they're like, okay, what can we do? So basically, they kind of just put all their, like, basically just started crunching a ton of overtime. They're just like, let's just do this Battle Royale. We're gonna reuse a bunch of assets from like previous titles, you know, like for a bunch of the locations, and you know, they threw something together. And in order to have the game run stably on with that high lobbies, they really had to dumb down the graphics, which is why the graphics engine for the game is worse than BO3. It doesn't look as clean, even though it is a newer title. And they went for that. I personally had a lot of fun playing Blackout. I thought it was fun. But yeah, the whole as the devs have, based on a lot of the inside sources who've had interviews with some of the dev teams who choose to go anonymous, it's a miracle that Black Ops 4 even shipped. Like there was like a 70 or 80 gigabyte day one patch for the game, and yeah, it was a shit show, but they somehow were able to make it work. I thought Blackout was really fun, especially for being such a last minute thing. I can't believe they pulled off something like that so well. I actually like Blackout a little bit more than Warzone in some aspects. I don't know. Like I love being able to play as like some of the zombies characters in Blackout. I think that was a lot of fun. Having all the like challenges to unlock stuff on the map was cool. Incorporating zombies onto the map, that was fucking awesome. I definitely was a huge fan of that. You know, being a zombies YouTuber and all that, I love being able to like, you know, get zombies, get its fair share of representation in the mode. I liked it, you know. It was definitely a good thing. I love being able to go around in vehicles. Being able to drive around in vehicles is one of my favorite things to do in COD. that was one of the reasons, like, before I got into COD, I love Halo so much, because you could just drive around vehicles all the time, and it was such a bummer that you couldn't really do that in Call of Duty, and now that you can, it's just like, oh, it's beautiful. It truly is something wonderful. So I'm very glad to see that happen. Let's see, can I get anything good here? I guess I still got a bunch of side objectives I could do. How do I get there? If I go straight this way, I think I can get to... Which one do I want to go to? I don't know, man. I don't know what ones I want to do. I think I told myself I'm just going to do the main objectives. So I'm going to just heck off. I'm going to trust my skill at the game to get me through everything. But... Oh, you meant killed instead of like... I don't think Blackout killed BO4 by any means. I thought it actually added a lot to the game. I think a lot of what killed the zombies was the lack of support. Like, it very much felt like a unwanted child in the game, and it definitely showed. 100% showed. So, I mean, I definitely felt like they gave it the same love, like with the first few seasons, not really giving a whole lot of love to zombies and just giving a lot of the love to BO4, or sorry, to MP and Blackout. I think definitely hurt the zombies community, because they were like, you know, we're valued too. It's like we're a huge part of your game. Like, you look at all the previous titles, I felt like most people who bought the season pass were zombies players. I mean, people like me who bought, like, we spent $60 on like a COD title just for zombies, and on launch, all you get is 1 or 2 maps, and then, like, you know, you pay $50 more and you can get four or 5 more, and it's like, okay, well, that's great. Like, it's actually like awesome that we can go and do that, you know. But actually, I'm gonna buy one more perk because I can. Tempted to buy all of them pop, but I don't feel the need to. You know, like, you know, we're a valid part, and like, it was frustrating that, you know, Treyarch wouldn't give us the support that we deserved, or the attention we deserved, and it kind of feels right now like, I think Treyarch's kind of realizing the full, like, power of the zombies community, and I think they're starting to give us some of the attention that we need. Definitely season 1 they didn't. They kind of just wiped us off, and I think with Outbreak and the release of Firebreak Z, they're actually, you know, kind of doing a good job of catering to us and, you know, giving us some life. I think that there's definitely some bigger changes coming in the future. I've heard rumor of a COD Zombies exclusive title coming, like a standalone zombies game. I think that would be a lot of fun. I would love to. I would, you know, take my money. Like, I would definitely play that. So I'm really just, I'm interested to see where they decide to go. But, you know, like, they've definitely given a lot more attention to the other game modes in the past, so it's been far overdue that zombies gets the attention it deserves. Okay, I'm terrified, guys, but I feel like I can handle this. You all know what's coming. This is where I died the quote unquote last run. I fucking hate this holdout. We're gonna pray, boys. I'm really glad I bought stamina up. I really feel the zoom kicking in. Ooh. Hopefully that's not a mimic. I said hopefully it's not a mimic, not is. Asshole. Dang. Yeah, pray, dude. Pray zombies actually get something good soon. I'm loving the Outbreak. I can't wait to see what additional content they decide to bring to the mode. I've heard that they're this has been an official thing that if Outbreak does well, we'll see it in future COD titles, and like with season 3, we're gonna see like a an Easter egg added to Outbreak and a zombies exclusive Outbreak map. So I think that would be sick. Personally, I think that I've heard a lot of rumors that like, oh, you could put transit in. Transit would be fun as hell to play in this. Like, just the size of transit, it's like the only prior map that would actually work in this game mode. It's a monkey.
One less hostile cadaver.
You gotta remember, I have Frenzied Guard. So that means I'm immune to bullshit. I'm not immune to bullshit, but I can handle myself. I do think they need to buff some of the other weapons in this game because the Howard just being as OP as it is. Actually, let me rephrase that. I think the Howard being the only viable gun that isn't a wonder weapon this late in the game is kind of frustrating. And it's very restrictive on the meta. Like, if there was another gun to bring, it would definitely be nice. Oh, I did not mean to... Oh, my stun grenades. Transit was the OG Outbreak. Yeah. No, I agree with you there, Knight. I liked Transit. I thought it was fun, but it had a lot of problems too. I don't know. I'm one of those weird people who like I like some of the bad stuff, but like I also like know why it's bad. It's still not my favorite stuff. Like I love the good stuff too, but like I don't hate on some of the stuff that's not as good as the great. As much as a lot of other people do, personally. I think there's a lot of zombies maps that just have like a lot of flaws that make it very challenging to look past. I do think that transit can be kind of fun if you're kind of looking for like, I guess similar to an Outbreak experience where you're just kind of just running from one area of the map to the next. It's like, as like a new player, it's like, yo, this is crazy. It's all of a sudden like I get transported and it's like, oh, it's another small zombies map. And then you go on the bus, go to a different area, and it's like, oh, it's another small zombies map. It's like each of those areas is just so much fun. If you kind of look at it from that perspective, it's super cool. It is a bit restrictive. I think the transportation system in that game was definitely in need of improvements. For sure, no questions asked. Like, it definitely had problems. But I think at its core, what it was trying to do was definitely a cool concept, and it's really nice to see Cold War zombies kind of take a similar approach. Like, with Outbreak, because Outbreak really is like what Transit was trying to do but couldn't do because of like the mechanics, and it was having to be a round-based zombies mode. I think was too restrictive. One more second. We're good. GG. GG, get that done. Okay, my cat's zooming. Yo, the air's like really dry around here, and I feel like my lips like busted open.
We have them. Signal locked. That crystal has been shattered, Carver.
Nice work. Ethereum infestation levels are receding across the region. For now, at least.
Yeah, let me get this. Dang it, I couldn't grab it. Where do I gotta go? This way? Missed it. How do I get up there? I apologize if you can hear my cat just running around like crazy. If you guys want to see my cat, just let me know and I can go and wrestle her down and get her to make a guest appearance. Well, at least one of them. The other one's not going to show herself. Oh, I actually do have enough now. Nice. Alright, cool. Yeah, this is going a lot faster. Just when you just focus on the objectives, it goes a lot quicker. I'm actually a lot better set up than I thought I was gonna be. So, in terms of pacing, I guess it's not that bad. I still haven't been able to get the wonder weapon once, but hey, I mean, I haven't gotten to round 7 yet. Or did I get to round? No, I got to round 7 last time. I haven't gotten to like. I haven't been able to be in the late game too much. But yeah. Sorry. My hair's getting a little too long. It's kind of getting annoying. I need to get it cut so bad. I typically will cut it myself, but I think I need to trim the top a little bit. And I don't want to go in during COVID to go into the hair salon or barber or whatever you want to call it to get my hair cut. So I think I'm gonna do part of it at home, and then I think I'm gonna ask my girlfriend to help trim the top, but she's so busy that she might not be able to do that for a bit. Right. And if I do it without her, she'll get mad at me. Like, oh, why didn't you just wait for me? It's like, well, because you're busy. Aw. It's like, okay. So, I'll wait. I'll wait it out and I'll suffer until she makes herself available. Ooh, we get the free crystal. I wasn't able to pick it up. Holy cow, I'm a zoom in. This is an escort mission, so this should be fun.
These recon rovers are critical to our research.
Oh, I still have the death machine, which is going to be sick.
Escort the rover while it scans for a potential breach.
Searching for dimensional breach. Multiple incoming threats.
Dude, this is so much fun. It does deal a lot of damage to the vehicle, though. This is a depressing fact. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Fuck. Take that armor plate. Critical damage, it's bad.
Approaching anomaly. Scanning for stable energy.
Hey boy. Bye, boy.
Anomaly does not meet specifications. Resuming scan.
I swear for a second I heard the Emperor theme song from Return of the Jedi. I don't know why. Oh no, my cats are wrestling / fighting, but more appropriately just being bullies in general. Crush that dude's skull. Die, bro. Still splitting, still splitting. Now I can do damage. Death machine, that's nice. I already have one though. Yo, Kitty, what are you calling at?
Well, it's something.
Oh, you're fighting.
Warning. Team
Hey!
outside safe escort parameters.
Olive, be nice. Oh, I fell asleep for like 5 minutes. It's all cool, Knight. It's all cool. Nice. You brain rot yourself and then just kill yourself so you don't help me.
Return to rover to resume escort.
Oh no, my cats are being bullies.
Perfect. Initial scans suggest breach stability exceeds required parameters.
Detecting massive surge of hostiles.
Starting up death machine.
Alright, just
There's our next objective.
there we go. All good here, folks.
Rover
Easy
is
peasy.
operational. Great, do you have a signal?
Scanning. Successful data link established. We're receiving now. Appreciate the help.
Alright, is there anything near here I can use to get there quicker? Not really. Dang it. Dang it, I couldn't jump. Oh no. Actually, I'm gonna go try and get this. What? What is this bullshit? Fine, I gotta go in. I'll go in. Shit, I went out the wrong window, didn't I? Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, there's really not enough loot scattered across the map to justify searching each of these buildings. Actually, I'm gonna... Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
I'm not even tired. Throwing C4. That's enough.
What are you doing? Sorry. My cat just attacked something near me. I'm like, girl, what's up? being weird again. Dang it, I'm so close to another one. Almost just wanna... Maybe I'm gonna just hunt down like I'm so close that I can just hunt down a guy or two and should be able to get away with it. This guy must be upstairs. Where the hell is he?
To the mold with you.
There he is. Just one more zombie kill. And you're dead. Aw, what? Bro, really? That's dumb. I literally need one more. Oh, I can prone in front of the machine, can't I? Can I? Yeah, there we go. The only zombies guide there is the Hauer 77. Yep. It is what it is, dude. Like, the Hauer is just way too good. Like, and I actually, here, let me rephrase this. The Hauer isn't way too good. It's that the Hauer is the only gun that reliably kills at the health cap. All the other weapons are unreliable and they don't do enough damage to be effective. I can't stress that enough. Like, if there were other guns that were viable options, I would definitely be using other guns. But there's just not. It's just not. It's the Hauer or nothing. I mean, it's the Hauer or the Wonder Weapon. And when I mean, this is kind of the same situation with the Helion Salvo in BO4, which was, oh man, that was another gun. That gun was practically considered a wonder weapon. It was better than some of the wonder weapons. Like, it was just broken OP. I mean, like, no questions asked. That gun was insane. And I mean, it's almost what we're at with this. Like, this, I mean, basically this gun's almost a substitute for a wonder weapon. Like, you want to have this and a wonder weapon, and that's your loadout. Alright, I gotta kind of want to pick that up, just because I want to get the salvage. I really probably don't need it, but really, you're just gonna target my car. You gotta die for that. 'Cause you're an asshole. And that car's low health now because you're an asshole. Please don't hit the car, please don't hit the car, please don't hit the car, please don't hit the car. Thank you. And I'm gone. What type of mission is this? Retrieve? No, I don't wanna.
Harvester team is KIA. You'll need to complete the extraction process.
Ethereum samples are essential to my work. Handle with care. It not entirely stable.
Find and return the Aetherium canisters to the extraction rocket.
Make haste, strike team. Ethereum degrades quickly. The harvester must be purged before detachment.
Sun throne. Stun grenade out. You've got your Tap-side enemies removed.
Yeah, they're starting to super sprint. Alright, I got a mimic coming.
Sample acquired, Dr. Strauss.
One shot? That's good.
Vision, yes. Ethereum crystals are not only heavy, their radiation is potent. It is completely safe.
Wow, okay, it's kind of broken to... Oh, geez, I didn't realize the canisters dealt damage to the vehicle. Come on. Can I please place this?
Canister dropped.
Why is it not letting me? Guys, I can't do it.
Another zombie KIA.
I'm gonna die. Come on, please.
The canister has been dropped.
I can't do it. I have to run to the other one. I hope it fixes itself. That's some bullshit, dude. Oh, that's such bullshit. I can't load it in.
Shush. Be still
It
now.
glitched itself out somehow.
C4.
Come on, game. Please don't fuck me over. I can't get in. I can't do it.
Canister dropped.
Throwing stun.
Shit. Let me see. Maybe if I get into and out of a vehicle with it, I'll be good. I don't know, dude. I can't do it. I can't put it in. Step's fucking glitched. Dude, what the fuck? I can't do it. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do?
An Aetherium canister has been dropped.
Dude, what the fuck? Oh, I stuck that card real good. I don't know what happens when you fail. Apparently I can just teleport out. That's so dumb. Bro, I literally lost that thing not because of like I wasn't good enough, but because the game was like, fuck you. So I lost out on some Ethereum. It's dumb, bro. What is this? Yeah, I don't know what that was either. But it said load Ethereum. Dude, I had it. I literally had it, and I went to go and load it, and then it just it wouldn't go. I was pressing the button, and it wouldn't load. It glitched out really bad. And the whole retrieve marker was so effed up too. I don't get it. Don't get it, buddy. I don't know why, but that's what it did. This headset sometimes just hurts when I have it on. You know, I'm not even having it on properly because I'm not getting game audio from it. I literally just have it to capture my mic because my microphone is just bad. What about this game, Knight? This game is just what?
Requiem Disruptor satellite has moved into position, ready to kick in the front door.
Sending coordinates to the uplink terminal.
Okay.
Get the dimensional disruptor operational. When fired, the disruptor satellite will breach the dark ether and draw out the Apex HVT.
You are authorized to terminate the HVT strike. Containment wants him dead, not alive. Connection established. Nominal. Mark target. Initiating firing. Firing in 3, 2, 1. Tether confirmed. Strike team. Bury the son of a bitch.
Looks like it's not alone.
Eyes on target.
boys. We got this.
Got him on the run now. Get after it.
Alright, let's move. Motherfucker. Are you inside here?
Apex HVT down, Major. Our work is done here.
Round 7 and I get a green RPG out of that? Oh, that's bad. At least I got a couple of flawless crystals out of there. Oh, nice full armor vest. I can save some of my scrap. Still don't have enough. Yes, this totally does make sense. Yes, this is a very logical game. It could all actually happen. You know, we could open a portal to another dimension, have zombies and appear, kill us, and then people who get trapped in this other dimension warp into hideous monsters. We develop mech suits, which inevitably get run by zombies. The zombies miraculously know how to control them, and they attack us. They also come in other alternate forms. For some reason, people who wear hazmat suits become absolutely jacked as fuck, and when they die, they split into two people, and they both kill. Completely logical. Oh, and we can harness this power to do things like have big guns and teleport place to place. Yes. And by putting a gun in a magic machine, it becomes better. And then you can magically get bullets, which if you shoot them at a zombie, they can turn them to your side and they help kill things for you.
Field ops. A dark ether specimen analyzer station has gone dark. Can you check in on them?
Strike team, get to the specimen analyzer and investigate.
Oh, this is not a bad objective. Holdouts are the hardest. If I get anything that isn't a holdout, I'm good. Fuck. This is the one part I love about Alpine, is that it's scale, like, it's hilly enough that I can just do that and just, ooh, I'm gonna fly.
Your team has been
Help me kill.
Looks like they were preparing the specimen for processing. We'll complete the scan.
Once the specimen is in place, the station will initiate genetic data transfer.
Yo, it's a 1v1v bro situation and my homie won.
Eliminated.
I may have helped a little bit, but you know, my homie won. I have this man's head. Or at least this used to be man. I'm an idiot, dude.
Carcass eliminated.
I'm sad now. I died. Now I need to use my salvage on some other shit. How do I get up here? I really made a dumb mistake. I focused too much on the objective. Wait. Oh, I got the kill. I didn't lose a self-revive. I just lost a revive. Where is the perk machine? All the way across the map. Fuck that. Nope. I'm just gonna do this. Screw it. I shall do it, and I shall be fine.
Seems this one's not quite dead. It's sending out a signal of some kind.
Picking up enemy signatures. A lot of them. Protect that machine.
Hold them off. We can't risk losing this data.
Oh my god, why am I getting brutalized?
Does it know it's in danger? Is it calling for help? Sorry, what I mean to say is, there's more coming.
Oh, I feel like I'm reloading so slow. Well, here we go again with I'm gonna pass out tonight. Elemental Man, try not to die. That's my best advice. Honestly, it's the only advice I need. I just keep playing bad. I hate myself. I activated this because I thought I lost my armor.
Hang in there, we've almost got it. Transfer just needs a little longer.
You've got your comeuppance. Undead hostile eliminated.
Oh, thank Jesus.
Specimen analysis complete. Got everything you need, Doctor?
Fortunate
Nice,
data
got some
collected.
good crystals
Our
out of
lab
that.
will appreciate it.
Where is this beacon? Alright, let's buy back all my perks. I should be able to upgrade the gun. Yeah, I can upgrade my gun. So that's good. Where is it gonna be? It's gonna be right there. Yeah, boy. Let's see, quick revive, stamina, sweet cola. I don't really need tombstone, though I could buy it. Where's the other machine? Here's this machine. Oh, there we go. Now I just need the... I could hit the mystery box. I could have just hit it in the next zone. Next zone it'll have better RNG, bro. We going to Ruka. I bet you we're gonna get a freaking holdout here. I'm trying to remember where the holdout is. I don't remember if this one's bad or not. Actually, I remember where this is. It's in that lodge. Fuck, I don't want to do a holdout, bro. Give me an escort. Escort's pretty easy. Yep, I knew it was going to be a holdout.
Photon indicates a power node nearby. That crystal's accelerating the Ethereum infestation in this area.
My team's on it, Carver. Consider it done.
Alright, come on. Turn into a mimic. Oh, you're not a mimic. You're actually a chest. Actually, that looks like a hurdle there. Deadshot, I already have that. I was just gonna take it if it was Tombstone, because, like, why not? There's the mystery box. Down this road. Fuck, I hate this spot. Yeah, this is about the time in the game where you want to start spinning the box. I know I kind of stepped away and stopped doing my tutorial for a bit, but yeah, this is the part of the game where spinning the boxes is good. Let's see, I've gotten the rake out of this before, this exact loot crate. It's not going to happen this game though.
This launcher belongs to me. Perfect.
I'll spend till I get like 30k or it moves, I guess. See, where's it gonna spawn? Oh, fuck. Alright, I'm gonna hop out here. I tried hitting those things, but my aim was so bad. all you give me is garbage, dude. See how it is? Was that a crate? It's just the lighting. Nah. Where is the mystery box? Oh, it's actually not too far away. Oh wait. There we go.
Shotguns are hardly something.
Here, I'll take a death machine. I already have one, but
I'll have to make do with this.
fuck.
Death machine available.
Good news. I have a pistol. Why on earth would I turn it down?
Like this.
Sorry, not sorry.
Damn. Okay. Where's the mystery box?
Double points.
Alright, let's go. I'm gonna try it one more time. If I don't get it there, I'm just gonna skip to the next zone. I'm kind of like stalling too, just because I kind of want to get a little bit more armor than I have now, but honestly, I could probably live with what I got. That's what the zombies are. The boxes. Wow, I really could not kill him. Fuck, I'm gonna die.
He went down very hard.
my
This
gosh,
tack
my
rifle
kitties are
belongs
going crazy.
I'm fully trained in tack rifles. I'm keeping this for sure.
Come on. Oh, thank God. This is our pack-a-punch. I can drive the pack-a-punch. Where is it? It's from here. I'm facing that direction. If I, yeah, okay. Just take a left on this road. I don't got enough for a tier 3, but that's okay. Finally got the Ray K, so I got the setup for going high rounds. I don't really need the points. Fuck that. Don't shoot me. You shot me. You son of a bitch.
That crystal is accelerating the Ethereum infestation of this region. Blow it back to hell.
Alright, come on, boys. We're getting it to at least 10.
Break these fragile mortals.
I don't know if it's just me, but that armor that came out of there, the crystal it came out of looked chunkier than a normal crystal.
One less hostile cadaver.
Just trying to wait that out as long as possible.
You will torment us no more.
Do I look tired? No.
Hell. Fuck.
Using death machine.
Another one? No, bro. Come on. No.
Meds right now. War machine, grenades out.
Oh, no, 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 no.
I'm hurt.
Fuck. I can give it a minute. Just gonna bitch baby this way out. Bitch. Wait, what? How did I get two swiped? Oh, I'm pissed, bro. Alright, well, that's gonna wrap up the stream for tonight. I'm gonna take a minute and go through and upgrade some stuff. Um, so I'll have the stream up for that. But I do just want to kind of thank everyone who hopped in and, you know, stayed tuned and interacted, commented, and kept overall just kind of kept this stream pretty entertaining. Again, if you guys have any questions about, like, you know, advice for like how to play this game, or you know, just anything in general, just let me know. You know, and I read all the comments and respond to them, so you know, I'll be sure to check and respond to any questions you may have. Let's just do that. Oh, really should have been doing some of these instead. Let's see, for Deadshot, do I want to do that? I think I want to do Jug Tier 5. If I want to do Jug Tier 5. Sure, I guess that works. Alright, well, thank you everyone for staying tuned. It's been a great time. We'll be back again, you know, sometime this next week. Apologies for not having a stream yesterday. You know, between Death Rider and myself, you know, we really just were unable to do that. So we kind of just need the night off. But thank you all for being so patient and staying tuned and supporting us. We really appreciate it. We can't wait to see you in the next one. Goodbye.